All right, so here we're trying to find the area of the region bounded by these two functions. We have g of x is equal to x, and f of x is equal to 2 minus x squared. So sometimes the problem will give you the graphs, and sometimes it will even give you the points of intersection. But don't expect the problems to always have that, because sometimes it'll just be given the question. So you have to make sure you know your equations. Make sure you know this is a quadratic, and obviously make sure you know this is a linear. And so then you have to figure out first where they intersect. So we have a point of intersection here and here, and you can solve for them algebraically. Usually the problems won't have points that are like tedious to solve for, because that's not obviously what the problem is going to be about. But do make sure that you get the correct intersection point. That's key. If you don't get the correct intersection points, you could screw up the whole problem, because it doesn't matter if you do the rest correct or your points of intersection are incorrect. So we have, they intersect at 1, 1, and over here they'll intersect at -2, -2. If you need a refresher on how you solve for these, you simply set f of x equal to g of x. So simply you just set 2 minus x squared equal to x, and you can just solve this quadratic, or you can kind of guess and check. There'll be two solutions to this. X is 1, and then x is -2. And then you can find that y is 1, and then y is -2. All right, anyways, so the goal is essentially to find this area here. So to find that area, you want to make sure you set up the correct integral. The area of this region will be the top function f. So the area below f, which will be f of x dx, minus the area below g. And again, that's because if we wanted to find the area just below f, you would get this this entire thing, and then from that you would subtract this this portion here. So if I want the entire blue area minus this tiny red area would give me the maybe let's make this black. Will give me this black area. It's supposed to be blackish. So that's the idea. You want to make sure you get the setup correct, because the rest then is pretty much just doing stuff you've already practiced with. So we're going to integrate from -2 to 1. We're integrating in terms of x. So from -2 to 1, and you simply can just combine this into one integral. So the area would just then be equal to the integral from -2, that's -2 to 1 of f of x minus g of x. And let's just go ahead and write the equation. So it'll just be 2 minus x squared minus g of x, or minus x dx. So you simply are just going to evaluate this integral. So we can go ahead and do that. And this would be the antiderivative of 2. You get 2x minus x cubed over 3 minus x squared over 2 from -2 to 1. And we just, make sure we don't mess up with our algebra. It all comes down to that. Plug in 1. So we'll get 2 times 1 minus 1/3 minus 1/2 minus 2 times -2 minus -8 over 3 minus 4 over 2. And you're actually going to learn that a lot of these problems come down to making sure you don't mess up on your algebra. or arithmetic, I guess. So just be careful about that, because that's always the worst if you mess up on the part that's not even calculus. So you can make these all in terms of 6. So 12/6 minus 2/6 minus 3/6 minus -4, or -4 times 6, be -24/6 plus a 16/6 minus a 12/6, because 2 is just 12/6. And this just carries on. 10/6, 10/6, 7/6. Minus -8, -26. Hope I didn't make a mistake. And we'll get 27/6. And it will be equal to the nice round decimal 4.5. All right. Let me write that clear. All right, there you go. That's all there is to it. So I hope that helps. Good luck.